Chapter 4, Echoes of Soul. The map of Wolf 1061 hung suspended in the holographic display, a tangible, impossible truth burning itself onto Thorne's retinas. Kale, a sentient being of light and data, 14 light-years away, reaching out through the quantum foam, the revelation was so immense, so fundamentally world-altering, that her mind struggled to contain it. For a long moment, the only sound was the calm, indifferent hum of the servers and the frantic thudding of her own heart. Panic was a useless response. Training kicked in, the ingrained discipline of years spent dealing with complex systems and unexpected results. Isolate, verify, secure, document. She took a deep, shuddering breath and forced her trembling fingers back to the console. First, she triple-checked the data integrity of the received signal, cross-referencing the decoded astronomical parameters against every known database. Perfect match. Wolf 1061, M3.5V, planets B, C, D. Planet C, minimum mass 3.4 m, period, war 17.9 days. The resonance hadn't just sent abstract data, it had sent verifiable facts. Next, security. She locked down QProc Unit 7, severing its connection to the main network completely, running it now on a closed internal loop, powered by its own dedicated source. She wiped the immediate access logs on the network interface, leaving only the generic hardware error flags she hadn't yet cleared. Plausible deniability, for now. The raw quantum state data, the resonance patterns, the decoded map. She downloaded everything onto multiple layers of encrypted, isolated storage, physical drives she disconnected and secured in her personal safe. This knowledge was too dangerous, too potentially destabilizing, to exist unsecured. Only then, cocooned in the artificial quiet of her self-imposed quarantine, did the sheer weight of it truly land. Humanity wasn't alone, and she, Thorne, was the sole keeper of that secret. The burden felt physical, a pressure behind her eyes, a cold knot in her stomach. Who could she tell? Dr. Ramirez, her department head? He'd demand proof. Repeatable experiments, peer review. Impossible without revealing the anomalous resonance. The military? Government agencies? The thought sent a chill down her spine. This discovery wasn't a weapon, wasn't a threat. Not yet, anyway. But she knew how easily it could be twisted, classified, buried, or worse, militarized. Kale's gesture felt like scientific outreach, a sharing of fundamental information. It deserved a scientific, considered response, not panic or politics. She owed Kale a response. Silence could be misinterpreted. Aggression was unthinkable. She needed to confirm receipt, to show intelligence, and to maintain this fragile, impossible bridge. Kale had shown her their home. It felt right, fundamental to show Kale ours. The decision solidified. Calming the storm in her mind, she would reciprocate. She would send a map of Sol. Gathering the data was easy found. Star-type GEP. Mass, temperature, the orbital paths, and key characteristics of its 8 planets, highlighting the third Earth. Encoding it, however, was the challenge. She couldn't just dump raw data. She needed to translate it into the language of the resonance, the modulated quantum states Kale had used. Working meticulously, Eris analyzed the structure of Kale's transmission, the way ratios, vectors, and symbols were embedded within the resonance shifts. It was like learning a language written in quantum vibrations. Using Kale's map transmission as a Rosetta Stone, she began constructing her reply. She used the same foundational principles, prime numbers as a sync pulse, followed by relational data encoded in quantum state modulations, star type, planet count, orbital data, highlighting Sol 3, Earth, mass 1m, period 365.25 days. A blue world orbiting a yellow star. It took hours of intense concentration, translating astronomical data into precise sequences of low-energy quantum pulses aimed directly at the still active resonance point within QProc 7. Each pulse sequence was a word, a number, a relationship in this nascent FTL language. Finally, the packet was ready. a complete, concise map of humanity's home system encoded into quantum states. With a deep breath, Iris initiated the transmission sequence. She watched the diagnostic readouts, tracking the energy expenditure, the targeted quantum state shifts. The resonance pattern on the display absorbed her pulses, flickered, stabilized, then seemed to quieten subtly. Her message was sent, propagating back along the quantum link, an echo of Sol reaching across the light years towards Wolf 1061c. Done, she had replied. She had kept the channel open. Exhaustion washed over her, profound and complete. She slumped back in her chair, staring at the now quiescent resonance pattern on the display. She had shaken hands with another reality. Now all she could do was wait for its reply, and pray she could keep the secret long enough to understand what she had truly uncovered. To be continued soon, right here.